All right. Hello, warriors, and welcome to class, warrior class, that is. And on today's class, we're going to talk about the best immune support supplements that we recommend for you to take to supercharge your immune system so that you can stay strong this upcoming cold season. Because winter is coming, and to best prepare, we have 3 recommendations for you to add to your Nature's Apothecary supplement regime. And on a daily basis, I think you'll find that these 3 supplements will make a huge difference in your life and your well-being. And I'm going to go through these 3 ingredients in the order of which I wouldn't call them importance, but they're going to have some themes around them in terms of what their benefits are. I'm going to go into some brief research for each of the ingredients. And as well, I will also include in the follow-up show notes just some more research. I've done quite a few articles on each of them, and each have a unique way by which they can help to support your immune system. As a reminder, the reason why we're also doing this is because, just fix that. If we think about your immune system as the warrior class of your body, it's about providing the proper nutrients, the proper building blocks, the proper raw materials, even if you want to think of it that way, so that your immune system can function in the way that it's supposed to help you feeling good and fight off pathogens and all that fun stuff. So let's start with number 1 on our supplement list. I actually reposted a video I did on this ingredient not too long ago on the Golden Sugar main not website, but on our channel, but it's NAC. And NAC is a derivative of cysteine, L-cysteine, and ultimately this helps to supercharge your immune system by acting as a precursor to glutathione. And glutathione is known as one of the most powerful antioxidants in the world. If you think about back in the day when antioxidants were all the rage, like goji berries and what was that other one? Any kind of dark berries have antioxidants in them, and antioxidants, they function by preventing free radical breakdown and oxidization of your cells at a very base level. And so if we think of things like aging and even your immune system, the integrity of those cells is protected by antioxidants. Also, NAC has been known to be good for clearing out things like mucus in the lungs. So if you're feeling sinusy, I talked about in my latest article about NAC how I personally have found this really great for clearing up all of my sinuses, taking it on a daily basis. This is also important too when building up a supplementation practice, that you want to be very consistent with it. I've worked in diet pills before, and not that this is a diet pill, but in supplements before, and I do find a common barrier to people even noticing if this is working for them or not is if they're not taking it on a consistent basis and like writing it down in a journal, or even just taking a mental note of how you feel, and also just being aware of all the other things that you could be taking along with specific supplements. So I also did an article about NAC in regards to why the FDA wanted to ban NAC, and that was based on semantics. And it was because the hospital uses, or the medical system at large uses, NAC primarily to deal with Tylenol or liver toxicity. So it's a great way to undo all of that damage. So there's very little side effects when it comes to NAC. As with all supplements, you need to monitor how it will affect you personally and uniquely, but ultimately it's a pretty easy powerhouse ingredient to add to your daily supplementation practice in order to supercharge your immune system. So that is number 1, NAC. Put that here. And then next we're going to move along to turmeric. And turmeric is great because I'm going to talk about an approach to your immune system and even just your body in a form of Ayurvedic medicine. So Ayurvedic medicine originates from India, right? And it's interesting because in me doing astrology, Vedic astrology, so astrology that originates from that part of the world, it intertwines astrology with your body and the fact that we all have our own very specific, very unique constitution, and we can relate that to our natal or birth chart, right? We all have our own preset conditions by which certain things are going to work better for us and certain things maybe not so much, and certain things maybe you shouldn't be taking at all. But turmeric is fantastic. You need to ensure that when you're taking turmeric is primarily known as being able to reduce inflammation. And if you know anything about your body and being acidic, that provides a ripe environment for pathogens and disease. And so turmeric is a great supplement. It's a great natural supplement. It's used a lot it's a spice, right? It's used a lot in Indian food, and that's not by mistake. It's activated by black pepper to make it more bioavailable for your body to leverage it to reduce inflammation. There is also some research around turmeric, which I will link to in the follow-up notes, about how it's able to target specific cancer cells. And so we are thinking, myself and Kevin, of putting together kind of like a triple pack or like a care package as it comes to supplements that they all have, let's say, properties that work very synergistically together. So this together, like this is more antioxidant and turmeric is more anti-inflammatory. And together, that helps your body feeling pretty good, right? Also, something with turmeric is when you work out, when you lift weights, as much as I love working out and lifting weights, any of that behavior is also going to cause cortisol and an inflammatory response. So you need to this is why recovery is so important when it comes to working out. This is why regulating your nervous system, down regulating, so that after you have a period of, okay, I'm pushing, I'm ripping apart all my muscles, that you actually bring it back down and then recover from it fully, right? Okay, so that is turmeric. And then the third superhero ingredient, superhero supplement to help supercharge your immune system, especially when it's coming down to the winter, colder months, is ginger. So, funny story about ginger, actually. When I was a little girl, my mom used to make me ginger tea whenever I would be sick, but she would make it in like the most gross way. It was like literally chunks of ginger. Nursa, my sister, if you remember this, please let me know. Like chunks of ginger steeped in boiling hot water. And just like that, no honey, screw your honey, screw the sweetness, just drink it. It was burned, it was crazy, but it worked, right? And so this is ginger in cap form. We also make them at Sacred Soma Alchemy in the form of a ginger shot, which is fabulous. It like goes in, it burns everything, just brings your stomach back into a baseline, makes sure that all of your digestion is working juicy and the way it's supposed to. Because I don't think people realize this, but when I did my talk about the happiness hormones, which are serotonin, oh my gosh, I'm blanking right now. They're neurotransmitters, but ultimately we're going to talk about serotonin for this talk, where serotonin is primarily built or created in your gut. It's created in the GI. So literally all the food you eat, that does contribute to your mood. And if you think of even how the way SSRIs function, so the most prescribed antidepressant in the world are SSRIs, and they function by blocking receptors of the serotonin so that you have more free-flowing serotonin in your body, and then that theoretically should make you feel better. But here's the thing, your serotonin is also responsible for other things in your body, other functions in your body, because your body is a true technology. And so all of these cascading other things that your body does depends on serotonin. I just thought of the other two happiness hormones. So dopamine, which is actually related to motor function, and oxytocin, which is the love and trust hormone. And I think in women, that's also related to a certain level of telepathy or body telepathy. That's a topic for another video. But going back to ginger, this is ginger, and my husband Kevin does such a great job of doing such good work. And you can I'm going to bring it up to the... So it's like making sure that you're using all parts of the plant. I remember being in supplements, and we had a supplement that was like a fiber supplement. And I think it was mainly psyllium husk, but having the fiber plus the gingerol in the ginger supplement all works to your digestive system to ensure that you're actually breaking down your food properly, as well as like purging out and getting rid of things that can kind of build up in your digestive system and block nutrients from getting passed through. And we oftentimes put so much emphasis in the Western world on, like, our mind, our brain, right? But there are two other minds that can give us intel to how our bodies can work, and that's all even related to your immune system. So, your heart health, and then of course your gut health. Because if you have a stomach ache, if you have like digestion problems, that doesn't feel very good, and that impacts downstream everything else. You can't do anything without the basic building blocks of what your body needs to have this body work. And when it comes to ginger, what a beautiful, fun way to actually help your body out and its digestion at a very base level. So ginger, you can actually get ginger from our site on sacredsomalchemy.com. I will drop a link to that directly, and you can also get a number of our other soma supplements as well, which include our mushroom line, which I have here. You can have in like a little bit of a care package, which ginger helps to work very synergistically with mushies. And I do think that when we even think about magic mushrooms, that a big mechanism of action behind how they truly work is to reset your gut mind. And if you combine that with other of nature's apothecary ingredients, you're able to then build a bulletproof superhero supplementation practice that no sickness or disease can break through. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video where I went through the 3 major nature ingredients that we recommend at Superhero Training and Fitness for you to add to your supplementation practice to have a strong immune system so that you can stay well and happy this winter cold season. If you are interested in more from Superhero School and learning more about figuring out how to, it's not that easy, right? Like, not everything works for everyone, and that is the biggest lesson that I've learned since moving away from the corporate world and more from a personal practice, is that it does take time to figure things out. But once you develop a routine, once you are aware of what is potentially out there that could help you, a lot of things kind of cascade and get a lot easier over time, which is great news. And if you are also interested in workout programs or other things that help to supplement your whole body's avatar as you are living your life through this existence, you can contact us at superherofitnessschool.com. And I will also ask that if you found this information informative, and I will hopefully be doing this every Wednesday, a little warrior class on something to help your body feeling its best, please drop us a like, share, and subscribe. It is ever so appreciated. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on this Warrior Class Wednesday. I hope that you stay strong, and tell me what you think about these 3 ingredients that we've recommended. Have you tried NAC? Have you tried turmeric? Have you tried ginger? And have you tried it long enough and consistently enough to gauge how your body feels on them? That's another question. Trust me, I've been the type of person who's like, okay, I'm going to take it consistently for a week and then forget a day or two. And that does impact the way that your body is able to, build up over time and create a change. Transformation is not always easy, and sometimes it does take a little bit of figuring out. So I hope this video helps. Have a beautiful day wherever you are residing in the cosmos, my superhero friends. Stay strong and stay mighty.